Okay, hello Healing Spot community. I'm doing this again because I had the music going on my phone, and usually when I do videos it shuts it off. I had no idea. So I was told I needed to redo this because it's important information. So we're talking about vaginal self-massage. No, it's not masturbation, but why you should maybe be doing that as well. So I am Justine Calderwood. I'm a physical therapist who works in women's health, and I want to teach you a little bit about vaginal self-massage. Dad, you're probably not going to want to watch this video because I know you used to watch all of my videos, but as soon as I started talking more about vaginas, to reach the people that I wanted to reach, you told me that it got a little weird. Completely understand. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about vaginal self-massage and what it is. I'm not going to actually teach you how to do it on this video, but I'm going to be sharing this with my newsletter list on this next Monday. So if you want the information, reach out to me, or either that or leave a comment below and I will add you to my email list and you can get this information. So I take this work from Tammy Lynn Kent, and I'm doing her book club right now, Wild Feminine. It's an amazing book. Learning directly from her is absolutely amazing. I've learned of her work through Lynn Schulte with the Institute for Birth Healing, and I use this every day, just about, in my work as a women's health physical therapist. So I want to read a little bit from the book and talk a little bit about pelvic self-massage, okay? Or vaginal self-massage, I should say. So this is a female pelvis looking down in there. You can really see how these muscles of the pelvic floor run from the tailbone or sacrum front to the pubic bone. And you can see that from the bottom as well. And these muscles also go side to side from the sits bones. They continue up to the clitoris. Okay, so here's the vaginal opening. You have this area of skin called the perineum, and then you have the rectal opening. So when I talk about vaginal self-massage, it's these deep core muscles of the pelvis, okay, if you are a lady. So, okay, so you wouldn't want to do this if you are pregnant, okay? There's some controversy on that or guidance, so I'm not going to go into that. But Tammy actually says don't do it during pregnancy to really change the pelvic floor tension patterns in your pelvis. Wait until postpartum and at least 8 weeks postpartum, okay? So I'll say that. So I'm going to read this. Vaginal self-massage is the way to a vibrant root. A non-sexual internal massage that soothes and invigorates a woman's core muscles. Vaginal massage is a vital tool for women's health physical therapists in alleviating pelvic symptoms and is an essential part of restoring physical and energetic balance to the pelvic bowl. Okay? By applying general massage techniques to the internal vagina, this kind of massage reaches the core pelvic muscles commonly holding pelvic tension. I use this all the time with my ladies, okay, that I work with. Vaginal massage is more nourishing than sexual because it works on the deep internal muscles of the pelvic floor rather than on the sensory-rich skin or the clitoris. Now, for women, the clitoris is our pleasure area, okay? There's a lot of women that don't get pleasure from, penetration or stimulation into the vagina, okay? So if you're a male watching this, maybe just take that into consideration. So I'll kind of leave it at that. I teach vaginal self-massage to women, this is what Tammy sends, to offer them a new way to take care of themselves, and I do as well as a pelvic floor PT. Most women have only associated the root of their body with sex or possibly childbirth, and some have never even touched their own vagina or internal pelvic space. Okay, so it's okay to touch your own vagina. Okay, ladies, I'll give you that permission. All right, you're not going to go to hell over it. There's just a lot of shame into this area, and most of us are really only taught about the pelvic floor because of us, sexual experience or because of childbirth, but it serves way more than just that. Okay. Ideally, all women should know how to pleasure themselves sexually and also how to nourish the root with vaginal massage. The root of the female body is a precious space. Self-care is meant to be joyful and honoring, not shameful. If a woman finds that she is hesitant to do vaginal massage or otherwise apply pelvic self-care, working through this resistance is part of her healing process. Okay, I'll get to the pelvic symptoms. Comes here in just a little bit. First time I ever took a women's health class, that resistance, I had to work through that, and I think every pelvic floor PT has to, because we have to look at other people's vaginas in order to do the work that we do. And so that, for me personally, I can say that brought up a lot a lot of resistance and a lot of shame, okay, because I was taught that was a no-no, you don't do that. But I have to do it in order to help other women, and I was willing to work through that resistance and that shame and all the feelings that came up. And I just want to say thank you, John Barnes. He was the one that taught me my first women's health course, and he honored that space and gave us that time and space to just feel our own feelings with that experience, okay? So, addressing pelvic tension. Pelvic muscles play a key role in a woman's overall structural support system, her sense of relaxation, and ability to experience sexual pleasure. All of these functions are inhibited by pelvic tension, which can be released with vaginal massage. If you have pelvic symptoms such as like pain with sex, not being able to wear a tampon because it hurts, it might be pelvic organ prolapse where you feel a heaviness or like something's going to slip out or fall out. If you feel any discomfort, okay, with penetration or touching down there, those are all symptoms, okay, of pelvic tension. And your doctor may tell you, or like leaking, urine leaking. If you're leaking when you are running, jumping, sneezing, coughing, you have to cross your legs in order to sneeze or cough because you leak, that's a sign of pelvic tension. You don't need more Kegels, okay? That's what your doctor will tell you. You don't need more Kegels, okay? Likely. And until you check this area, I wouldn't do Kegels. I don't prescribe them across the board, okay? Because if you do Kegels and you're strengthening on top of already tight muscles, you're only going to make it worse, okay? So see a pelvic floor PT. Let's see. Though pelvic tension interferes with a woman's ability to use her pelvic floor muscles in daily activities, the body compensates to the best of its ability, attempting to provide core support even with limited function. The body copes with pelvic imbalances until something like an injury, trauma, childbirth, stress, or hormonal changes in menopause prevents the pelvic muscles from continuing to compensate. Then a woman may begin to experience the more severe symptoms like pain, pelvic organ prolapse, or urine leakage that result from these long-term pelvic imbalances. Vaginal massage addresses pelvic imbalances before symptoms arise and should be a part of every woman's self-care. After a session of vaginal massage, women tell me they have a completely new awareness of the pelvic bowl and vagina. With vaginal massage softening their core, women say they never have felt so deeply relaxed or centered. I can second that. I don't even know how many women, after we do pelvic floor work, tell me I just feel so much more vibrant, so much more alive, so much more grounded. I didn't learn this in sex ed. I wish that this would be taught in sex ed. And so it's great. In order to really take care of yourself, ladies, you should learn this, okay? So that's kind of it. Hopefully that helped. Again, I'm not going over exactly how to do this, but I do that in my Release Your Root class. I'm teaching it live right now. I just taught week 2 out of 6 weeks, and in week 4 we go over how to do vaginal self-massage and over how to take care of ourselves holistically as women, okay? If you're interested in that course, I'm teaching it live again in October. You're welcome to take the class right now, but you'd have to catch up over the last 2 weeks with the recordings. So it's a great course, and it's I feel like very informative and helps you to learn about your body and how to take care of it, okay? Besides just being told by so many doctors to just do more Kegels. That must be the answer. It's not. Okay. All right. I'm off my soapbox. Thank you so much. Leave me any questions that you have below. And again, if you want that, how to actually do it, join me in my class. That's the best way to learn because I actually go through this on a Zoom call. Of course, nobody's on video, but I walk you right through it. If you want to read about it, it's in here, but this is what I do all day long. Okay. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.